Hi, and welcome to this video on the matter of public interest design. My name is Christoph Rodatz. I'm a professor for media aesthetic at the University of Wuppertal in Germany. In this video, I'm going to present one possible understanding of public interest design and why it matters. In its core, public interest design is about using design to actively shape society. It means taking responsibility for our communities and working towards the common good. Public interest design is both an academic field of research and a hands-on practice. So, public interest design is basically what it implies: a design approach focused on the public good. In the following, I'm going to focus on two main points: what we mean by public interest and how design, as both a way of thinking and a way of doing or creating, can help shape it. To better understand public interest, I approach it from a legal policy perspective. A key reference is the German constitution, the Grundgesetz, and its concept of a public interest, which in German is often used in the same way as common good. From this perspective, public interests are identified by politicians, public administrators, and, most importantly, by citizens themselves. In a democracy, these interests are expressed through majority decisions and formalized in law. Yet, in reality, as the legal scholar Regina Viotto puts it, public interests arise from the needs within a society. And these needs are not fixed. They change over time in response to changing social conditions. It's also important to remember that public interests are not simply the sum of individual interests. They are societal needs. Societal needs exist on very different levels. Some are global, such as the urgent challenge of climate change. Others operate on a nation or municipal level. Think of infrastructure, healthcare, or education. And then there are needs close to home. For example, social cohesion in a neighborhood, traffic noise, or access to local green spaces. Public interests can emerge from any of these levels. Since constitutions in democracies clearly protect minority rights, the chances are good to make their concerns visible and to support them. Eventually, they become something the majority not only accepts, but also gets interested in. Thus, it becomes part of the public interest. A powerful example is the introduction of same-sex marriage in Germany in 2017. For years, discrimination against same-sex couples was challenged by the German Constitutional Court. At the same time, public acceptance increased. Together, these developments led to a legal change that reflected a shift in the public interest. This example shows that public interest emerges through interactions between politics, public administration, and civil society. So in the end, everything depends on people who care about public issues and are willing to help shape them. That's why a strong and active civil society is so crucial. They can influence societies through activism, engagement, and empowerment. This brings us back to design. Public interest design relies on the expanded concept of design as theorist Anke Hamann proposes. In her concept, she describes the following three types of qualities: designing the world, participatory qualities, as well as planning and aesthetic qualities. Hamann says that design is an important part of what it means to be human. Humans create things to help other people and to solve problems. But these things are more than just patterns or products, what traditional design is known for. With the information age, design as part of its field of work included data flows, corporate structures, how we relate to ourselves, communication platforms, social processes, and even political controversies. Hamann's thesis is that digital technology has not only made design a part of our everyday lives. We are now more than ever surrounded by designed environments that we not only consume, but also use. So designers have learned that they can pretty much organize, create, and change our daily life in a significant way. For instance, we design activities and how people interact with each other as part of participatory approaches. This leads to participatory qualities of design practice. Design processes have always been collaborative. They connect designers, users, and the object and systems being designed. When it comes to engagement in civil society, this is precisely where design offers valuable experience. Design methods can serve as models for participatory processes that allow public interests to be shaped from within society, by the people themselves. Examples for participatory public interest design projects are projects that ask what makes our city or our neighborhood livable. To do this, they, for instance, work with citizens to improve public services such as transportation, green spaces, culture, or spaces for the people to meet. Finally, design exists in two different yet converging conceptual worlds. On the one hand, it refers to planning and intentional action. On the other hand, it is also associated with aesthetically designed products. They, for example, have a certain appeal or aura that attracts our attention. Aesthetic qualities, however, are about more than beauty. They create atmosphere, evoke emotions, and can sensitize or even activate people. Design doesn't just persuade or seduce. It can support well-being, capture attention, and motivate us to take actions for the common good. For example, it is helpful for designers to understand how to create attention and how spaces influence moods. This can encourage people to get involved and interested in public issues. To conclude, one can say that design's most important quality is its ability to generate aesthetic experiences. It has a power to touch people emotionally. It reaches people in a fundamentally different way than approaches that rely purely on sharing knowledge or rational understanding. Design isn't just about making people understand. It's about making them feel and act. This quality is especially important for public interest design because interest is based on the synergy between understanding and emotion. So, to wrap things up, public interest design is all about using design to actively shape society and to take responsibility for our communities working towards the common good. Its special potential is in getting people involved in civil society, supporting democratic engagement, and empowering minorities. For this reason, it can offer valuable learnings for anyone interested in shaping cities for the common good.
Join us on the blooming community of livable cities. Visit livable-cities.net and follow us on LinkedIn and Instagram at Livable Cities Network.